Okay, so there's supposed to be rain all day tomorrow and some rain Monday and Tuesday as well. I've seen it from 40% to 60%. I've seen it starting in the morning, afternoon. Everybody's agreeing it's starting at night. Who knows? But that's what they're saying. So this may all be a washout, or some half of it a washout, or who knows? Or maybe they'll be wrong again. The Bryans and Nestor and Pospisil. This is actually a better doubles match than you'd expect. The Bryans. Should win, of course, but Nestor Pospisil have been a good team. The veteran and the youngster. Pospisil's had a lot of tennis though, and some rough tennis, especially his first round here at the U.S. Open where he was cramping. Nestor tends to get a little tired and little old man yips now. He's older. He's like 40, I think. So I think in the end that will get them on the big points, but it will be a good match. Murray should take care of Meyer. The matchup's terrible. Meyer, I had actually tweeted that on his day and on the right conditions and when he's physically fit, which is rare, he can beat anybody. And I really believe that's his talent. That's how good he can be. But he hasn't served hard or hit really hard in a long time because he's just not fit anymore. And he's always wearing down. He's always injured. I don't even think he's 100% fit now. He had kind of a lucky draw. Donald Young did not show up in their match. The stats were terrible for both men, but even worse for Donald Young. Young was either nervous or physically something. So Meyer's not in great form right now. And then on top of it, these conditions don't suit him. There's going to be a lot of humidity. There might be rain delays. It might be the most humid day of the week, and we've already had bad humidity. Murray's not going to like that, but Meyer's really not going to. The ball will not shoot through the court. He can't play his games. And on this court with these lively balls, the dink and dunk doesn't work that well anyway. So Murray's just going to power it up, amp it up, and pound the guy. That's my opinion. Maybe a close in the beginning, but that's it. Serena gets her revenge, no doubt about it to me. I could be wrong. Stevens has all the talent in the world, but I think this is going to be a big task. I think it's going to be very mental on Sloane, nerve-wise. I mean, I know she likes a big stage, but she knows Serena wants this, and I think it's not time yet for Sloane. She's not mentally strong enough yet. But when she gets mentally strong enough, watch out, because she's got all the talent you would want for a tennis player. Okay. Moving on, we'll do the night matches so I don't forget these again like I did on my day 6 wrap. Djokovic, Sousa. I mean, Sousa is amazing what he's done so far, but that's the end of the road. Jankovic, Nali, end of the road for Jankovic. I mean, Nali's doing more aggression now. She comes to the net. She can play defense. Jankovic is trying to do her attempts to do big serving and aggression never really panned out, mainly because physically she's never fit, to be honest. And I don't even know that she's fit now exactly. So it might be a little bit of tough set here and there, but I think it's 2 sets Nali, maybe 3. But so it might be a good match after all, late night. The late night would probably help out Jankovic a little bit, so maybe it will go 3, but in the end, the heavy humidity, I don't even know they're going to get on court. This is the last match of the day. This may be the next day anyway. All those delays are going to always hurt Jankovic. Nali. Wawrinka Bagdatis, this is Wawrinka's time. Bagdatis had his big match for the year. Actually, Kevin Anderson was fatigued, so that wasn't even a real great match anyway. But Bagos has a little form. He looked good in Washington D.C. too, but then he had another problem. So I think he'll probably have a little bit of a physical issue, especially in the humidity. And Wawrinka will win, but it will be tough sets. But it'll probably be 3 or 4 tough sets. But Wawrinka should take it. Navarro, she's in the best form of her life. She's doing great, forehand and backhand, both now. Kerber is not in her best. She was her best year last year. She's kind of worn out from that year, if you ask me. She's always kind of losing steam the whole year long. So I'm going to pick Navarro. I want to, but Kerber's been showing some form again. But she's had some tough matches, so I think she pulls this out. I think it's a barn burner. It's going to be brutal in the humidity and Louis Armstrong. The slower balls, the humidity is going to help Navarro because of slower balls, but I think Kerber's going to beat on her and pull this out in a tough 3 sets. It could go either way. Again, one of those ones that it's an upset in the making, but I'm just going to not pick it at this moment. I'll take Kerber, but it's a toss-up to me. But I think Kerber wins in tough 3 sets and then has nothing left for the rest of the tournament, which I think means Serena. And I think Kerber's been there, done that. I think that's going to help her as well. Anyways, but I love Navarro's game right now. Usually Haas. This is tough. I was Haas all the way, but he's been looking very fatigued to me. So I think Usually is going to get this in one that could go like 5 sets or 4 sets, or I think 5 sets. Usually's not in the best of form yet either right now, but he's getting there slowly. This is another toss-up. I would say Haas, I like him on the Deco turf more, but I think actually the humidity is going to help Usually a little more. Haas is going to want to finish points quicker, and I think he's just going to wear down a bit. I think it's the end of this year. He needs the rest. So I think Usually pulls this out in a close one, but that's a toss-up. And then later in the day or at night, or if it even gets on the court, I don't know. Wadwanska Makarova. Makarova's on fire all of a sudden. She actually won a big match finally against Lisicki on her own without the Fed Cup team around her. All on her own. She did not choke. It's amazing. This is going to set her in good speed for Wadwanska. But Wadwanska's, I don't know where she is physically, but I think she's pretty good. She didn't have a tough one coming in. In other words, she didn't wear herself out at Cincinnati or Canada. So I think, she's going to win this, Wadwanska. My question is 3 or 2 sets and how tough it's going to be. This could be a very tough match, and it could go long. Unless Makarova chokes. But I'm not seeing that because she showed signs she's not. So this is a good match, a strong match, 2 or 3 sets, but Wadwanska gets through in a tough one. Benneteau, he beat a Shardy who's not 100%. Benneteau's still not at his best form. Congrats to him to get this far, but Berdych. Donskoy, it's a great job that he got here. I've been picking him all the way. He showed the first form all year in Aptos, and it's carried it through to the U.S. Open. Hewitt's going to maybe have a little bit of a letdown. Maybe Donskoy gets the first set, but I think Hewitt takes it from there and takes it. Just mentally, I think Donskoy's going to fatigue at some point, and Hewitt's used to all this. So he's going to get spurred by the crowd as well. Smizik's really got a back issue. It's for real. That wasn't fake. Smizik's worn out. He was a little worn out coming into the U.S. Open. What a run he's had. It's amazing. Granola Bars is not exactly the most physically fit guy or mentally fit, but I really think, the slower conditions with the humidity, I think, is going to help him just a bit anyway, and he can still take these balls quick and get it through and do the volleying and all that different stuff. And I think Smizik could use a little more speed. He's not going to get it. He's going to wear out. I think Granola's is going to take this. And even the occasion may overwhelm Smizik a bit. But that's kind of a toss-up a little bit, but that's my take on it. I mean, these matches could go anywhere. Here's another one. Well, Pays and Stepanek, this is a great third-round match for doubles. Wow, but Lodra is worn down. Mahut's worn down. So Pays has got a second wind after a bad start to the year. So I'm going Pays. Stepanek's had some rest because he's been injured. So they're the fitter pair at the moment. Istomin, and this is court 17, by the way. It's a humid mess in there in the pit. So it's going to be real bad today, I think. And that could hurt Istomin, but Seppi's not 100%. I forget the issues he has, but he has some issues physically for real. And Istomin, while he doesn't, he's going to be a little tired from the pit, I think, the humidity in that. If he can jump up quick, he can win this. If it starts getting long, I guess Seppi can pull it out. But in the end, I've got to go Istomin. I got to think he's going to take these lively balls and pretty much shove it down Seppi's throat, basically, with his power game. And hopefully end this in 3 or 4. If it goes to 5, it could turn into a nightmare, but we will see. But I'll go for Istomin. And again, though, that could be either way. And then after that, we got a bunch of doubles. Zhengzi and Mirza. Mirza just plays doubles now. Barty Delacqua, keep going, girls. And, the junior is Chirico. All right, Chirico, let's go. And she's at 10 seed. That's not correct. She's higher than that. It's just she hasn't played a lot of juniors. Vinci Arani, who took out Hingis. And there we go. Let's see if we even have tennis. Or let's see if the weather report's wrong again.